Raid Shadow Legends, let's get into this new news. I've been a little bit busy tonight. I haven't even had a chance to look over this, but I saw all the chatter, people talking about stuff. I saw it. I didn't even read through it a lot because what do you expect? What have you... Did you expect Polarium to act different than they always do? I mean, there has not been any change whatsoever in any event that you've seen since we've been playing this game, since we've given our input. It's not just you giving input, guys. We give input like crazy. As YouTubers, we have a more of a direct link, and as moderators, we have an even more direct link to people who can bring all this information to the ones that matter, right? To the actual head people that matter in their weekly meetings, and talk to them about it, let them know our concerns. And we ask for things like extra storage space for our champions all the time. Me and DM ask for that all the time because they're not being proactive. They're being retroactive. Something gets to a point and then boom, we got to do a Rosin Scarhide fusion to make everybody happy. I mean, I got my hands up. I mean, what do you expect? This is the game we play. Either by now you've either just come to just accept it and been like, whatever, I just play the game to have fun while I look for something else, or you just play the game because you really enjoy coming up. If you're in game, then why do you play the game? I'm waiting to see what kind of content we get, right? I'm just having fun doing things with rare champions that you saw my most recent videos with rares. Ice Golems 20. I did rares, Dragons 20 again with a different group. I just do things to challenge myself and to give you guys options to be able to play the game to progress without having to have those legendaries. So I don't know. There's no challenge in PvP. There is nothing that pushes us to want to do leaderboards in PvP, to have a shop, to do all this other kind of stuff that's supposed to be coming, but we're waiting for it, right? So we're just waiting to see, and then we get events like this in between, which don't help. Like right now, I felt like, and a lot of other YouTubers feel like it's really a downtime right now. There's been quite a bit of downtime. Yes, we've been getting good updates, and we do like Faction Wars. It gives us something to work on, but we're kind of stagnant a little bit. At in game, we're still very stagnant. We feel like it's in game. We're waiting to see what's coming forward, right, for us at in game. If you're not in game, then you've got plenty to do. Don't worry about it. As far as events go for you, though, while you're not in game, and while we are in game, and we'd still like to do these events to have fun, it would give us something to do to get our mind off the daily grind that we do and have fun with. But you know, we don't get that. We don't get that. I don't know what else I can say, guys. I really don't. I've done this so many times. So let's just look at what we have. So we have this Molly Tankard, a female dwarf, even though she doesn't have a beard. She's, what's it say right here? We've noticed a lot that you aren't meeting your quota for bearded ale-fueled champions, so we thought we'd help out with a special one-time limited fusion. She looks really cool. Her hot dog is on fire. I know that's not a hot dog, but that's what it looks like to me. It looks like a hot dog is on fire. And it says, even though she doesn't have a beard, but she is more than makes up for it with her love for beer and smashing things, which is awesome for them to put in there for dwarves. So she comes in here, and she's a new fusion, right? But a limited time fusion. You know how the whole Foley thing went last time, right? With limited time fusion. I can already tell you I'm not even going to worry about any of it. That's just me. That's not me. It's not. However you want to play the game, you want to play the game. I'm not going to worry about a single part of this event whatsoever. I'm going to do my daily stuff and wait to see what comes for the end of the year. I am not going to participate. I'm going to do, like, I have summons saved up, so I'm going to do some summons, do a video for you guys. But look, there's 2 summons. So here for the tournament, there's a champion chase tournament on September 20th to the 23rd. So it's going on right now. Then we have another champion chase tournament a week later on the 27th to the 30th. So they want you to buy gems nonstop. They want you to try to get these champions. If not, you can get them from each of these. You can farm each of these areas and get them. We did this last time. The drop rate was okay. I had one friend of mine who was farming Fire Knight forever, and it did take a really long time for him to get the drop, but he did eventually get it. So there is a little bit of RNG. And the rest of the stuff, Hill Nomad Witness, you can get these as well from these events if you don't have them already saved up. And this Catacombs, the new champion. So there's 3 new champions. And then the biggest thing I saw people complaining about was this new event that they have going on with doing your champion training, right? And I talked to another YouTuber about it, and it just doesn't surprise us. It doesn't phase us. We expect this already. It's nothing new. If this didn't happen, we would be freaking out. We'd be like, oh my God, they did an awesome event. This game, it's just this game, it's so crazy because this game is based off of Summoner's Wars, right? If you played Summoner's Wars and you look at every bit of gear, every bit of design, this game is based off of Summoner's Wars. A lot of games are based off of Summoner's Wars. If you look at the power and just the player base of Summoner's Wars and Epic 7, the two biggest gacha games out there right now. Gacha turn-based games. We're not talking about bio collectors like Marvel Strike Force or Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. We're talking about the pure gacha turn-based games where you collect heroes and then you do gear farming. Those are the two biggest ones out there, and they have a huge player base. If you go on Twitch, you see so many people on Summoner's Wars, and then half that amount on Epic 7, and then way lower is here with us at Raid Shadow Legends. But Raid Shadow Legends has everything they have. Raid Shadow Legends has all that, but they just don't run it properly. They don't do the things that are needed because they're so driven by some corporate thing that corporate thinks this is the way to go, or there's one person in charge who's making all these decisions and they firmly believe that this is the way to go no matter what any of their employees say to them. And you know, there's employees that are siding with us all the time, but they can't. I mean, what can they do? They're employees, right? That might be their boss. They can push the issue only so far, and if the boss says, no, this is how we're doing it, this is how we've been doing it, then that's fine. If they're making money from this, then they're going to continue to do it. I don't think they are. I think in the long run, we're going to get to a point where they're going to be like, hey, we're not making the money we're supposed to. What else can we do to either ruin it completely, or can we get on board and start doing what Summoner's Wars and Epic 7 has been doing for years and making billions of dollars? Billions of dollars. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Champion training event. So we get in here with, let's go see what we have. So we get in here, we do whatever. I haven't even looked at what we do. Summons, right? Is this the summons ones? Earn points by leveling up. Oh, this is the level up your champions. So you earn points by leveling up your champions, and then we get a sacred shard. That's pretty cool. 30,000 though. And how much time? 1 week. All right. I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. Maybe it's doable. Honestly, like I said, I'm not really getting into this, guys. So again, we have this training one. Now this is the funniest one to me that people have been talking about. This one you have to use brews. Brews or sacrifice other champions to level up to get points. You can't go and level up in campaign, and you can't go and level up anywhere else. that is insane. Totally insane. So whoever is doing this, whoever is going to complete this by if you've saved up and you're just doing you're taking 4 stars to 5 stars for 100 points, and you need 10,000 to get this champion, or you even want this energy, you know, good luck to you guys out there. Good luck for these rewards. You know what's your best thing to do to take your money and just spend it on buying packs? I mean, at this point, you might as well go ahead and get this Ancient Shard pack for $100 and just have fun with that instead of worrying about, because you're going to have more fun opening up 41 Sacred Shards than worrying about going over what you need to do for this craziness of this plan of this day to this week of what do we have next. Okay, I got to make sure I can ascend. I got to make sure I've got the plots to ascend all those champions. For you to do these dates and figure it out in your mind and worry about, oh man, I've got work, I've got kids, I've got family, I've got a week left to do this. Am I going to be able to make it? You know what? Skip it, man. Skip it all. I'm telling you right now, please. Just for your own sanity. We've been through this already. Skip this whole thing. Go ahead, spend money to support if you want to. Get those ancient shards. Open those ancient shards and enjoy whatever spoils you get from them. But don't worry about any of this stuff right here. If you get these guys to fuse it and you want to fuse her, she's pretty cool. This guy's really cool too. Let's go over before I end this video or get any crazier about all this stuff. Let's just see what these champions are all about. Let's go over to the legendary dwarf first. She looks cool. She's thick like the other dwarf. I like it. She still looks like she's got a hot dog burning on a stick to me, which is pretty funny to beat somebody down with a hot dog on a stick. But she has a chance to do the HP burn. Damage increased by 50% if the target is under HP burn. I'm sorry, she does not do an HP burn on this one. So she only increases her damage by 50% if they're under HP burn. And then she does a AoE provoke and a 50% chance to make it an AoE provoke for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. That's crazy. In waves and in faction wars, this is going to be a hard carry. And then places a reflect damage reflect on herself, revives an ally, and then gives them a turn meter, and block damage is of course insane on a 4-turn cooldown. Really good. And then this one is the best of all. Fills the turn meter of all allies by 15% when this champion is hit. Fills it by 25% when it's hit by a boss. So who knows what kind of cool things we can make. Hey. Let's get back. Who knows what kind of cool things we can do with this as far as turn meter manipulation. getting all our guys going faster and faster and faster. It could be crazy. It could be fun. Who knows? All bosses do AoE attacks primarily, so they're going to be hitting her. It could be a lot of cool fun. She doesn't do burn, so she's going to have to be placed with somebody who does burn to do the additional damage. But she's a big carry. She's a big carry for waves and whatever else. Is she necessary for you? No. Nazana or whoever else can do the same thing, can carry you through stuff. Actually, the dwarf here is one of the best ones. This rear guard sergeant can take you through almost anything in the game, coming up in the game. It is amazing. Her skills are incredible. So let's go over to the other two, and then we will call it a night for sure. So this Dark Elf looks really cool. Not actual model, because we've seen this model 100 times, but this ability, 50% chance to do continuous healing on itself for 1 turn if you critical hit. So you got a critical, and then it's a random. So that's kind of, but still, she gets a heal, right? Heals this champion by 50. She's going to heal herself here on a 3-turn cooldown and heal everybody else based off of her max HP. So if we get 20 more percent, we're adding another 3%. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So 18% of her max HP going to everybody on a 3-turn cooldown. Very good heal. And then we got ally protection on a 4-turn cooldown. This is another good carry coming up in the game. Crypt Wars. This is going to be a carry. This is going to be a carry for Faction Wars. Anytime you can do the 50% allied and the other allies are always getting hit, you take half the damage and you're doing heals. You know, what's not to like? Plus, look at this. Look at this defense and look at this HP. It's all really good. Speed is fine. And then we have one more. Let's go over here and look at the, what was it, Undead? I'm pretty sure it was Undead. Okay, here we are. Catacomb Counselor. Yep. So he has a chance to place an increased attack on himself and then attack. Then he attacks 3 times and heals himself. And then I think this one is the good one. Yeah, this one where he attacks with 3 other enemies. You know, this could be cool with if you're doing like a Longhorn thing, but you don't have a Longbeard. I'm sorry, Longhorn. Steakhouse. If you don't have Longbeard, then you could do this to pull in your allies. Maybe you want to pull in your whoever AoEer, Skull Crown, or something like that. Then you could pull them in, and maybe they'll have artifacts on them. I could pull in my what's his name? My Fell Beast. I could pull him in my Fellhound, and his AoE you've seen in my last video, and he has stun artifacts along with crazy masteries to help him out with that, and he could stun a lot of people. So it would be fun if you wanted to. Other than that, I really don't see a need to bring this guy in. I don't think he's going to carry people, but I'm sure there's some cool things we can do with assist in the game. Other than that, that is it. That's what we have. So again, seriously, it's up to you whether you want to chase things in this game. It's totally up to you, right? It's your choice. But for me, myself, I'm not going to worry about it. We've been down this road. I didn't like doing Foley whatsoever. I didn't like the time constraints on it. I don't like these limited fusions. They don't make any sense to me whatsoever anyways. Foley is a terrible champion now. I mean, who uses Foley in anything? All right? Nobody uses Foley. So, you know, come out with a reasonable additional fusion like other games do, and stop doing these limited fusions. And it's just too complicated. It's just too convoluted. There's too much going on with all this stuff, right? There's too much, and people have lives. We don't want a game that's this complicated. We don't want to, you know, and there's going to be people that disagree with me. That's fine. Leave your comment. Tell me what you like about it. Tell me why I'm wrong. Please do. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. Please let us all know that you love these things, that you love these events. You love being time constrained on a week and 6 days, and then you get like right there, but then you miss it, or you got to go drop another $100, or you know, you gotta, you know, it's like you're being led around by a carrot, or you're being pulled on a leash like a dog that's disobeying and won't, you know, they just string you along to do these silly things when it doesn't have to be like this at all. They could make billions of dollars like Summoners Wars and Epic 7, the 2 biggest ones out there that are copied. This game is copied from. Even the artifacts that we use are all copied from it. The bosses that we fight are pretty much copied from Summoners Wars bosses that we fight. So, why don't they do their business model? I don't know. That's not for me to say or do or anything else like that. I just make videos for the game because I enjoy playing this game. I really enjoy the aesthetics. I really, you know, I wish this company would get into cosmetics. I wish they would do cosmetic packs and say, okay, here's a couple champions for $50 or $100 that look totally different and cool, because I know whales and people will spend money on that and support this company in the game, and they will make a killing, because who else does that? Those other games I talked about. and a lot of other games do it too. Games nowadays make tons of money on cosmetics. Of course, we're going to have the gacha aspect to spend money on everything else that we spend money on, but cosmetics pull in a ton. Some games operate on cosmetics alone. But that's all I got. Anyways, I'm just rambling on and on and on. So that's it, guys. That's the tournament. That's the fusion. Have fun with it. I wish you all the best of luck. I'll do some summons just to see what I can get. Maybe. I might do these summons. I might get those 41 pack. Maybe. We'll see. I might just do it just because I've been bored holding these, honestly, and I want to do some summons. Who knows when? They're going to do 2 summoning back-to-back events, so who knows when we're actually going to get double summons. It'll probably be right after that. They'll probably do the event summons, do the event summons, and oh, guess what? We're doing double summons. Here's some deals. So, anyways, guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for the support. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. But I'm going to put some stuff over my head at the end here. And that's it. I'll see you.